So I want to talk to you about the day I had today. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want you to see that life is going to life on us sometimes, and it's okay. But when we have tools in our toolbox to help us out in those times, it makes it so much better. So let's talk about our day. This morning I got up early to go to the DMV because, as you know, I just moved to Ohio and I got a car and it had temp tags on it that I had to have, I had to get my tags. So this morning I leave and no sooner do I drive around the corner from my house, I get pulled over. Okay, I get pulled over. I'm on my way to the DMV, you guys. I get pulled over. Oh, excuse me, we need to talk about your plates. And I was like, look, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm going to the DMV literally as we speak. You can look at my GPS. This is where I'm going. And the person was nice, luckily, and let me off with just a warning. And I was able to move on. Well, I had to go to the Ohio E-Check Center, okay, which is you have to get your vehicle inspected before you get your plates and your tags. So I went there this morning, and that was a whole nother debacle. But what I found really interesting is when I got there, the guy didn't say hello or anything. He was just like angry and whatever. And he's like, pull up your car. And I was like, how are you this morning? Turn the engine off. And I'm like, well, I hope you're having a good day, just trying to be positive. And get out of the car, please. Actually, he didn't even say please. He said, step out of the car. I was like, all right, fine. So I step out of the car and I was like, well, I hope your day gets a little bit better. And he's like, you failed. So I failed the E-Check, okay? Because apparently my check engine light doesn't work and I have some sort of fuel sensor going off that I need. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, so I asked him, I'm like, is there anything that we can do? I thought this was a smog check. Apparently not. So he's like, pull up farther. I'll give you your fail letter. That's what you can do. And I was like, oh, cool. Okay. Thank you so much. And I'm sitting there going, awesome, right? This has already turned out to be a frustrating day, but everything happens for me, not to me. And I have to just breathe through this. Everything's gonna be okay. This is just a moment, right? Because we go through these moments sometimes where we think it's the end of the world and it's really not. It's just a moment. And so he goes and does this thing, comes back, and all of a sudden, seriously, like I could see it. I could feel it and I could see it. His energy completely shifted. His shoulders released a little bit, so he wasn't like all tense and tight. And he actually was kind. And I literally felt the ignition because I'm a heart activator. I literally come into people's lives, whether I know you or not, whether I'm in your life for a moment or not, and I activate the heart. And what it is I put out a frequency through myself. I'm an energy conduit. I felt his emotion. I started getting extremely, extremely emotional. I almost cried right then and there. Not because the E-Check, but because there's just this wave of emotion that came over me. That was how he was feeling. And I took it all because I'm a conduit. This is what I do. And so I took it all and I watched him. I just watched his shoulders drop. I watched his entire demeanor change. And he was a little bit nicer after that. And he said, good luck and I hope it works out for you and have a good day. And right there in that moment, it made me realize that, yeah, it sucked what happened to me. Yeah, it sucks that I failed and now I have to figure out that whole debacle. But on top of that, this man went from being angry and just completely empty within himself to, at the end of that 5-minute debacle, he changed. And that's why I did this video today, to tell you, yes, I've had a crazy day. I had to go home and listen to my bowls and just meditate for a while and breathe because it's just been a day. It's been a day. And I still I had to get another 30-day temp tag now. And now I have to go. Yeah. So anyway, it is what it is. It's life. So, but I kept thinking about that this man went from being completely angry and just hurting and probably has no one to talk to, at the end of that whole thing, somebody saw me, right? And even in those moments where I wasn't like, hey, are you okay? Hey, I see you, it didn't even have to have words. So the reason I tell you that is because of this, is that the more you heal and the more you're rising and the more you're growing, your frequency and your vibration are the most powerful things that you hold. And it's through your heart, okay? So it's important to guard your heart with everything. Guard your energy, protect your energy. I wear protection stones, I ground myself, I have to do these things because I'm a conduit. But the more light you hold in your body, the more your energy starts to rise, the more you're starting to break through those trauma blockages that I'm always talking about, rising up the ladder, right, to the crown, to the root, to the crown. All of that is understanding that you are a conduit as well, and you are going to ripple out love, light, truth, and healing to the people around you. So even though you may have a poop that's not kind, okay, that just whatever, you never know what they're going through. And even though it's hard to be kind sometimes just being that little bit of kind can switch their energy just like that. That man's going to be changed from today on out, I promise you. There's something in that man that he's shifted. He's shifted, and I saw it, I felt it, I saw it, and so did my son that was sitting in the car. So with that to be said, yes, I had a rough day, but something beautiful came out of it. And I don't know, maybe that's all I was meant to see, was that moment right there. And the rest of it, it's going to be all right. It's going to work out. I love you. Have a good day.